A lot of people do see religion as black and white. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. This is what God wants, this is what you have to do. They need that structure, they need that comfort of feeling safe. And that works for them, that serves them, and that's how they should be doing it. But not everybody's like that. I'm definitely not like that. I grew up right here in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, in a very religious Orthodox home. Living an Orthodox life is very different than living a secular life. The way I was raised was very insulated, a lot of restrictions on clothing, a lot of restrictions on female-male interactions. I was always just trying to do what was expected of me and do it well, so I made sure to always get top grades. After that, what was expected of me was to get married, which I did do very quickly. When I was engaged, I went with my mother to her wig lady. Like everything else I was doing really at the time was just going with the flow of things. It was something that I knew, expected, and was waiting to do, to wear a wig when I got married. I remember looking in the mirror and feeling like, literally, I was 21. And I was like, I feel 50. I just don't feel like my youthful self. One of the greatest misunderstandings in the Jewish wig world is that a wig is meant to make you look unattractive or ugly. And that's in fact completely not the purpose of the wig. The purpose of the wig is really just to maintain privacy for your husband. You could look as hot, as sexy, as beautiful as you want, or as natural, or as plain as you want. And I was like, I'm just gonna make myself a good natural wig that doesn't look like a wig. I started from home, and 2 years later, I opened a shop. A woman comes into the shop, we select a piece that's very raw, and then we go about customizing it from color, highlights, to fitting it to her head exactly, then giving it a haircut, styling it. All of that gives it the most natural effect. The reason why my wig business took off wasn't so much that, oh, it looks natural and it's bad or it's like risky. It was more like nobody ever made a wig like that. This is an idea.
Wow.
Yeah. There are definitely communities that will forbid a wig that looks natural, that you can't tell if it's a wig or not. A lot of people ask me, do you get a lot of lashing out? People upset because you're not necessarily fitting into the exact mold of our upbringing. I've definitely gotten lots of hate messages on Instagram or confusion. And I do have friends that I don't talk to anymore that I was so close to growing up. I did have a lot to overcome. I have a whole wide range of clients that come from other insulated communities that are learning about themselves. Even though their community says something is not allowed, they know that it is allowed and that they want to stretch the edges of their community a little bit. When they are changing the way their society expects them to be, a lot of times there's a lot of animosity. You don't look the part, and you come into a very religious business, like a wig business, you feel judged. This is different. There's no judgment, and we're here to accept and love you. Because that's the way I am, I was able to create this space. I'm happy that you finally made it.
Me too, thank you.
And I love that my salon gives that space to women. Really a space that they don't get necessarily elsewhere. An open, loving, very non-judgmental space. When I got divorced, I took off my wig, there was this sense of confusion. Like, oh, she sells wigs, but she's not wearing a wig. I was struggling with it internally. As society changes, as we become more progressive within our community, I think divorce is a lot more common. I realized that I could make the best wigs on the market and really perfect my craft, love what I do, and love connecting with the women, and not wear a wig right now. That's okay. Thank you so much. My goal for the future is to really just expand. We have a lot of wholesale accounts all over the world. I have time to travel and do a lot of pop-up shops all over while still maintaining the shop on the ground. even though I may not look at all like the most Orthodox religious woman out there, I think that my service to God is actually being in this business and connecting with women from all paths.